Good morning, Foundation. It's literacy time. Can you remember what our question in literacy is this week? It's where does a river go? What have you found out so far? Wonder if you can tell your grown-up one piece of information about rivers that you've learnt this week. Pause the video whilst you do this. Yesterday, we were listening to this story to help us explore our inquiry question this week. Can you remember the title of the story? Point to the title to help you remember. Well done. It was A River. Here's another link to the story if you want to hear it again. Let's quickly remind ourselves of the story. Here we've got a question for you to think about. It says, can you remember what the girl saw as she sailed down the river? Pause the video to quickly discuss this with your grown-up. Where did the river take her first? Do you think it was noisy as she sailed past the factories? What do you think the girl might see and hear as she sails through the jungle? How about the ocean? What do you think she saw amongst the swarm of fish? I hope you enjoyed listening to our story yesterday. I really like this story because it has some beautiful illustrations in it. The illustrations are the pictures in the story. It was full of lots of different colours and shapes. This is my favourite part of the story because I really like the way the fish are swimming here. Can you see in this swirly whirly curl? It reminds me of going to the aquarium and watching all the different fish swim past. What was your favourite part of the story? And what did it remind you of? In today's literacy, we're going to be sharing our ideas to create a map of our own river. So we're going to do this by using our imagination to think of an idea of where the river might take us. And we're going to share those ideas with each other. And then I want you to use lots of different materials to create and represent your idea. So you might choose to draw where your river will take you using felt tips or crayons. You might choose to paint your ideas or cut and stick your ideas. You can use a template in your literacy learning pack to help you. Before we create a map of where the river will take us, I want you to pause the video and use the images to imagine where your river will take you. Where would you go? And what would you like to see? Who would you take with you? Pause the video to think of an idea. Once you've thought of an idea, have a think about how you're going to represent it. Choose different materials around your house that you can find to create your river. You might choose to draw your river idea onto this template in your learning pack using felt tips or crayons, or you might paint onto it. You might gather different materials and toys to set up your river idea. So just like the girl sailed through the river, she had lots of things to see around her. I want you to have a go at creating your own river now. You could include some trees, flowers, some fish or buildings and boats. So use your ideas that you've been talking about and add them to your river. I can't wait to see them. Make sure you share them on our email or bring them in on Friday for us to have a look at. Have fun creating your river?